Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We got some 1961 baseball. New York Yankees, and they're traveling to Detroit to take on the Tigers for a battle for first place here. And let's take a look at the Yankees lineup. We got leading off playing second Bobby Richardson, batting second playing shortstop Tony Kubek, batting third playing right field Roger Maris, batting fourth playing center field is Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth, playing first base is Bill Skyron. Batting sixth and doing the catching is Elston Howard. Batting seventh, playing left field is Bob Serve. Batting eighth, playing third base is Clinton Boyer. And making his New York Yankees debut after being traded, batting ninth and doing the pitching is Bud Daly. And let's take a look at the Detroit Tigers starting lineup. We got leading off playing second, Jake Wood. Batting second playing center field is Bill Burton. Batting third playing right field is Al Kaline. Batting fourth playing left field is Rocky Colavito. Batting fifth playing first base is Norm Cash. Batting sixth doing the catching is Dick Brown. Batting seventh playing shortstop is Chico Fernandez. Batting eighth playing third base is Ozzie Virgil. And batting ninth doing the pitching for the Detroit Tigers is Don MOSSI. Let's get down to the game, folks, and get this one started. Hello, Philip. Alrighty, and here's the first pitch to Bobby Richardson. And that ball is hit down the short. Fernandez is up with it. He'll fire over to Norm Cash for out number one here in the first inning. That'll bring up Tony Kubek. Here's the pitch to Tony. And that ball is lifted in the center field. Bill Burton's out there. He's got the range to make that play. That's two quick outs here for the Yanks. Brings up Roger Maris now. Here's the pitch to Roger. And that ball is hit in the center field. And again, Bill Burton's got it. So 1, 2, 3, go the Yanks. Yankees nothing. Tigers do up. We got Wood, Burton, and Kaline up now. Here's the pitch to Wood. And that ball is swung on and missed. Strike three. How about that for your Yankee debut? Striking out the first batter. Not bad. Here's the pitch to Bill Burton. And that ball's hit down to Kubek. He goes over to his left, gets it, fires over the Scowen. Two quick outs for the Tigers. Brings up Al Kaline now. And that's a swing and a miss. What about that reminded you of Linda Ronstadt, guys? That was a blue bayou by Bud Daly. Looking good in this first inning with the Yanks. 3 up and 3 down for the Tigers. We go to the top of the second. It's 0-0. We got Mantle, Scowen, and Howard due up here for the Yanks. Here's Mick. And that is a base hit in the left field for Mick. He gets on with a lead-off single. Brings up Scowen now. Let's see what the Moose can do. Here's the pitch to Moose. And that is 2 balls and no strikes on the Moose. And he takes advantage of that 2-0 count, folks. That ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is going in the left field. Home run, Moose Scowen. And the Yankees lead 2-0. That brings up Elston Howard now. Nobody out. And Howard swings and misses strike 3. That's the first out here in the second. Brings up Bob Serve. And that ball is hit in the right field for a base hit. Bob's on with a single. Let's see if Clint Boyer can do something with him over there at first. Here's the pitch to Clint. And that's a swing and a miss. Boyer goes down swinging. 2 down here for Bud DALEY, his first plate appearance for the Yanks. Let's see if he can help his own cause. And that's a swing and a miss. He strikes Bud out. But the Yankees score 2 on Moose Scowen's home run and lead it 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. We got Colavito, Cash, and Brown due up for the Tigers. Here's the pitch to Rocky. And that ball is hit down to Boyer at third. He fires over to Scowen, 1 down. Brings up Norm Cash now. And that is a pop up to third. Boyer calls everybody off, makes the play. 2 outs here in the second. Brings up Dick Brown with nobody on. And that ball is swung on and missed, strike 3. So the Tigers go down in order in the second. We go to the top of the third. New York Yankees 2, Detroit Tigers nothing. Top of the order due up here for the Yanks. Hey, Tim. Richardson, Quebec, and Maris due up here. See what happens here. Bobby's 0 for 1. He grounded out the short his first time up. And he hits that ball down the wood at second. And he fires over to Cash, 1 down. Brings up Tony Quebec now. Tony flew out the center his first time up. And he hits that ball down to second, and Wood doesn't come up with it cleanly this time. That's an E4, and Tony Quebec's on base now for the M&M boys. First chances for Roger. With Quebec on at first, he's 0 for 1, flew out the center. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. He gets Roger swinging. That's 2 outs now. See what Mick can do. Mick's 1 for 1, scored on that Moose Scowen home run. Let's see if Mick can keep it up and go 2 for 2 here, folks. And that is a fly ball in the center field. Bill Burton's got it. The Yankees strand 1. We go to the bottom of the third. Yankees 2, Tigers nothing. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Tigers. Fernandez, Virgil, and MOSSI. And here's the pitch to Fernandez. And that is hit down the third. Boyer up with it. No problem. 1 out. Here's Ozzie. And that ball is swung on and missed, strike 3. Virgil goes down on strikes. Brings up Don MOSSI. See if he can strike out his counterpart here. No, he gets a hold of this one, lifts it in the center field, but Mick's out there, not a problem. 1, 2, 3 goes the Tigers. To the top of the fourth we go. Still a 2-run game. Yankees up 2-0. We got Scowen, Howard, and Serve due up here. Scowen was 1 for 1 with that 2-run homer. And he hits that ball in the deep center field. Bill Burton's going back, and makes the catch near the warning track. Scowen gave it a shot there, but that's the deepest part of the field here in Tiger Stadium. Here comes Elston Howard. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And he swings and misses. That's 2 strikeouts for Howard. Hey, Thomas. Now brings up Bob Serve. Serves 1 for 1. See if he can make it 2 for 2 here. They don't want no parts of Bob. They walk him. Now to bring up Boyer with Bob down at first with 2 outs. Excuse me. And Boyer is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that's a 2-ball, no strike count on him. Can he take advantage of it like Moose did? He gets under this one, folks. Pops it up in the foul territory. Brown throws off the mask. Makes the catch. And the Yanks leave Bob down at first. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's New York 2, Tigers nothing. Top of the order due up here for the Tigers, Wood, Burton, and K-Line. Wood's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. He is going to strike out this time, folks. He's going to get the first base hit for the Tigers. He drives that ball into the gap in right field. Mick goes over and gets it after it rolls to the wall. So Wood's on at second with nobody out. Here's the pitch to Bill Burton now. And that ball is popped up in the infield. And Bobby calls everybody off, puts it away for the first out. Wood stays down at second. We got Al K-Line up now. Here's the pitch to Al. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And he hits that ball down the first. Scowen will take it himself. Wood will make it down the third, though, but there's 2 outs now for Rocky Colavito. The runner on at third. Rocky's 0 for 1, grounded out the third his first time up. And Bud walks him, makes first and third now with 2 outs. For Norm Cash here. Here's the pitch to Cash. And that ball is ball 4, and Bud has just walked the bases loaded, folks. Sure. To go out and talk to him, he says everything's cool. He's got Dick Brown up. Dick's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. So let's see what happens this time. And that ball is hit in the left field. That's going to tie this ball game up, folks. And Norm Cash is going to find himself down at third. We got first and third. And it's 2-2 with Fernandez due up. So the walks come back to bite him in the butt. Wait a second here. Back. Okay. Try this again because only 2 runs should score. Now let's see what happens here. Cash should stop at third. There he goes. And like I say, that brings up Fernandez now with 2 outs and the game tied up. And that ball is hit down the first. Scowen's up with it. He underhand throws it to Bud DALEY covering. That's 3 outs, but the Tigers scored 2 and tie this ball game up, folks. Bases on balls will kill you. We got DALEY due up. Richardson and Quebec for the Yanks. Here's the pitch to Bud. And that ball is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Brings up Bobby Richardson now. Bobby's 0 for 2. He's hitting .229 on the year, folks, with 1 home run and 18 RBIs. And that ball is swung on and missed. All of a sudden now Don's found his groove. Strikes out the first 2 here in the 5th. Here comes Tony Quebec, and he at least makes some contact. Tony's 0 for 2, hitting .306 with 4 home runs, 27 RBIs on the year. And Tony does get a hold of this one, folks. And that ball is driven in the right field. K-Line and Burton converge. K-Line gets to it after it bounces off the wall. And Quebec's in scoring position for the M&M boys. Here comes Roger. Roger's 0 for 2, hitting .249 on the year with 23 home runs and 44 RBIs. And that is strike 3. He gets Roger swinging for the second time today. The Yankees strand Q back down at second. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's tied up 2 apiece. We got Virgil, Mossy, and Wood due up here for the Tigers. Here's the pitch to Virgil. He's 0 for 1, struck out his first time. And that's a swing and a miss. And now he's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Here comes Mossy. He's 0 for 1. He flew out the mix his first time up. He hits this ball down the short. Q back over near the bag. Makes the play. Fires over to Scourin. And that is 2 outs, folks. And that brings up Jake Wood. Wood's 1 for 2, hitting .234 on the year with 10 home runs, 37 RBIs. And that ball is hit down the Boyer at third. Easy play, and 1, 2, 3 goes to Tigers. We go to the top of the 6th, folks. New York Yankees 2, Detroit Tigers 2. We got Mantle, Scourin, and Howard due up here in the 6th. Let's see if they can make some noise here against Don. Mick is 1 for 2. He hits that ball down the Virgil. He's up with it, fires over to Cash. Quick 1 out here. Hi, Al. Check out Al. He just had a nice chat. I tuned in late for it. And now we go to Moose up now. Moose is 1 for 2 with that 2-run homer. And he gets a hold of this one, drives it in the right field, but Al Kaline's got room out there. And that's 2 quick outs here in the 6th. Brings up Mr. Howard. Elston's 0 for 2, batting .313 on the year with 5 home runs and 23 RBIs. And he hits that ball down the second. And Wood's up with it, fires over to first. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. We make it to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 2-2. We got the heart of the lineup due up here for the Tigers. Burton, Kaline, and Calavito. Here's the pitch to Bill. And that ball is swung on and missed, strike 3. And here's Al Kaline, who is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out the first. And he gets a base on balls this time. So the lead runner's on at first for Rocky Calavito with 1 out. Yankees looking to turn 2 here with the rock. And that ball is hit in the center field. Mick's got it short of the warning track. And that's 2 outs. Kaline still down at first with Cash up. Hey, Doug. And Norm's up now. He's 0 for 1 and walked. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. Kaline's going to motor on down the third. We got first and third now with 2 outs for Mr. Brown. Brown's 1 for 2. He singled in 2 runs in the 4th. Let's see what happens here. And he pops this one up in the foul territory near the first base line. Bobby Richardson goes over. He makes the catch. The Yankees get out of the jam. We go to the top of the 7th. We're still knotted up at 2 apiece, folks. We got the bottom part of the order due up for the Yankees. Serve Boyer and maybe a pitch hitter for DALEY here. Here's the pitch to Bob Serve. He's 1 for 1, hitting .325 on the year, folks, with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. And Bob gets a hold of this one, folks. He drives that ball in the right field. It's up, up, up. It's an upper decker, baby. Home run, Bob Serve puts the Yankees up 3-2. Brings up Bob Boyer, Clint Boyer now. Nobody on. Here's the pitch to Clint. And all of a sudden, Don's lost it. He just walked. Boyer, so we'll definitely have a pitch hitter here for Bud Daly. And they're going out to talk to Don, get some people up here in the bullpen. And who we going to bring on here? We're going to bring on Yogi or Blanche. Bottom of the seventh. Let's see here. I think we're going to bring in Mr. Clutch, Mr. Yogi, Casey's boy. Casey said he never liked going into a game without his boy. Most people thought he meant Mick, but he meant Yog. Yog was his boy. Here comes Yogi in the pitch hit. 1 out. No outs, rather. Sorry. And Boyer down at first. Here's the pitch to Yog. And that ball is hit down to short. Fernandez is up with it. He tosses it over to second. Wood fires over to Cash. And that's your old 6-4-3 double play, folks. 2 outs now for Bobby Richardson. Here's the pitch to Bobby. And he gets a base hit in the right field. How big was that double play, folks? Brings up Quebec now with Bobby down at second and 2 outs. Can he keep this inning going for the M&M boys? This will probably be Moss's last batter, no matter what he's due up third in the inning. As we drop the dice, and that ball is hit down to Fernandez. He'll go the short way over to second, and that ends the inning. Excuse me, but the Yankees take the lead on the Bob Cerv home run. 7th inning stretch time, folks. See who the Yankees are going to bring in here to pitch in the 8th inning. 7th inning, rather. We got Fernandez and Virgil due up. And then a pitch hitter. So let's see who the Yankees are considering bringing in here. I think they're going to bring in Tex. Have Tex pitch the 7th inning here. Like I say, he'll be facing the bottom part of the lineup. And here's the pitch to Fernandez. And that is ball 4. Take your base. Not what you want if you're Yankee fans. Walking the tying run. That brings up Virgil. See if the Yankees can turn a double play here, folks. Here's the pitch to Virgil. And that ball is hit down the third. Can he turn the double play? He fires down the second. Bobby up with it. He eats it. Not enough time to get the double play. Didn't want to throw the ball away. But they get the lead runner. And we'll have a pitch hitter here for Don MOSSI. Let's see who's going to come out here and pitch hit. Is it going to be Osborne or Maxwell? I think it's going to be Maxwell. I'm going to bring Charlie on the pitch hit. All right. There's Charlie. All righty, here's the pitch to Maxwell. 1 out, Virgil on at first. And that ball is hit in the center field. Mick over in the gap. He'll make the catch. Virgil heads back to first. 2 outs. That brings up Jake Wood, the top of the order here. He's 1 for 3 with a double and scored. And that ball is hit down the third. And Boyer fire over to Scourin. And that'll end the inning, folks. We go to the top of the 8th. New York 3, Detroit 2. He's going to come in here to pitch for the Tigers now. You got Maris, Mano, and Scourin due up. Looks like Bob Bruce is going to come in to pitch here for the Tigers. And here's the pitch to Roger. And Roger sends that ball in the right field, folks. Al Kaline, all he does is turn around and wave goodbye to that one. That was a no-doubter. Home run number 24 for Roger Maris. Gives the Yankees some breathing room, folks. It's 4-2. Welcome to the game, Bob Bruce. Here's the Mick now. Mick is 1 for 3 with a scored. And look out, folks. The power company has turned it on. Back-to-back jacks. Mickey Mantle says, whatever Roger can do, I can do better. Woo. And Bob Bruce has not done nothing but lit up this Yankee lineup. 2 home runs. Sure, that'll get some people up in the bullpen. And that brings on Moose. Moose has already hit a home run today, folks. Is he even going to let him bat? He does. And Moose drives this ball in the right field line. Bounces off the wall, folks. Almost back-to-back jacks. But he's got himself a stand-up double. Sure. And that is it for Bob Bruce. Doesn't get an out here in the 8th inning. Sure. Got lit up like a Christmas tree. Bombs away is right, Doug. See who they're going to bring in here now. Sure. They're going to bring in Hal Woodchick to come in the pitch. Let's see if Hal can do any better than Bruce. He's got Howard due up here now with Scourin on at second. Here's the pitch to Howard. He is 0 for 3. He lifts that ball in the right field. Is that going to be deep enough to get Moose over? Moose ain't very fleet of foot, so he'll stay planted at second. That's 1 out here in the 8th. That brings up Bob Serve. Bob's having a heck of a game. He's 2 for 2 with a walk and a home run. Let's see if he can keep this up, folks. And he sure can, because that ball is deep. That ball is back. Home run number 3 in this inning. That ball was hit at the left field. He pulled that one. Bob Serve. Lighting it up today, folks. 3 for 3. And that puts this game out of reach, I would think. Only 1 out here in the 8th inning. Yankees have scored 4. It's 7-2. Here's Clint Boyer. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And not no more. He just gets a single in the left field. As we just lost a pitcher of the game. Let's try getting that back, folks. There we go. There we go. Don't know what what happened there. Well, we lost the feed. So we got a single in the left for Bob. For Clint Boyer. And that brings up a pitch hitter here for Tex. And we'll bring on Johnny Blanchard. No, we're not. We're not going to bring on Johnny with that big of a lead. Mr. Reed. Bring on Reed. Let's see what Mr. Reed can do. With a 5-run lead here, we'll let Reed hit. All right, here's the pitch to Reed. Reed's hitting 200 on the season. And he hits that ball into center field. Burton's got it for out number 2. That'll bring up Mr. Richardson. And see if Bobby can keep this inning alive here. He's 1 for 4 today. And he hits that ball into the infield. I'm sorry, he don't hit that ball anywhere. Woodcheck's got the Y factor, so he strikes out Bobby. But the Yankees score 4 and take a 7-2 lead here in the bottom of the 8th. I have a new pitcher here for the Yanks. Bring in Art here. See if he can get us through this game. He'll be facing Burton, Kaline, and Calavito here in the 8th. Here's the pitch to Burton. And that ball is hit down to Bobby Richardson at second for out number 1. Yeah, they hit the camera. Exactly, Doug. Yeah, they did. Exactly. Here's Al Kaline up now. And Kaline hits that ball in the center field. Mick's got room out there in the gap in left field. He makes the catch. 2 outs. That brings up Rocky Calavito now. Rocky's 0 for 2 with a walk. And he gets that ball and swings and fouls it off. Strike 1. And comes back and lifts that ball in the straightaway center field. Mick having played perfect. 1, 2, 3, go the Tigers. We go to the top of the 9th. New York Yankees 7, Detroit Tigers 2. We got Quebec, Maris, and Mantle due up here for the Yanks. Here's Tony. He's 1 for 4 with a double. And he hits that ball back down the first. And Norm Cash will take it himself. And that's out number 1. And brings up Roger. Roger hit a home run his last time up. He's 1 for 4. And he swings and misses at that pitch, folks. That's out number 2. That brings up Mickey Mantle. He's 2 for 4 with a home run today. He homered his last time up. They don't want nothing to do with Mick. They put him aboard here. I don't know if you want to pitch the Moose. Moose is doubled and homered today. He's 2 for 4. Here's the pitch to Moose. And he gets a hold of this ball, drives it in the right field. Mick will truck on down the third. We got first and third now with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Elston Howard. And Howard's 0 for 4. Time for him to get off the snide, folks. But he doesn't. He hits that ball down the wood. And he'll go the short way to get the out. So the Yankees strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 9th. And as our friend RJL would say, are we going to see some 9th inning magic here? We got Cash, Brown, and Fernandez due up. We'll leave Art in the game. If he gets in any trouble, then we'll make a move. But he's going to try to finish this game out. Here's the pitch to Norm. And that is swung on and missed, strike three, out number one here in the ninth. That brings up Dick Brown. He's 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs today. And that is ball one. 1-0 count now. And he takes advantage of it, folks. He drives that ball in the right field down the line. He's got himself a stand-up double. Tigers aren't going down without a fight. Brings up Fernandez now with Brown down at second and 1 out. And that ball is hit down the second. Bobby takes the easy play to first. We're out number 2. Tigers are down to their last out here. Virgil's up. Virgil's over 3. He struck out twice and hit into a fielder's choice. Yeah, exactly, Tim. Here's the pitch to Virgil. And that is hit down to short, high pop-up. Quebec calls everybody off, and that'll end this ball game, folks. The Yankees win big, 7-2. Take a look at the box score here. The Yankees 7 runs on 12 hits and no errors. The Tigers only 2 runs on 4 hits and an error. Like I say, you had Mick, Maris, Scowen, and Bob Serve hitting home runs. Bob Serve 3 for 3 today, folks. What a genius idea putting him in the lineup today with the home run and 3 RBIs on the day. Sure. The only decent batter for the Tigers was Brown. He had 2 of the 4 hits, folks. Yeah, Brown had 2 RBIs. Like I say, he was the whole offense. Yeah, kick the field goal, go up 10. I hear ya. Yep. Bud Daly, his first game for the Yankees, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 3, struck out 6. Not a bad outing. Welcome to New York, Tex. He pitched 1 inning, walked 1, and Art came in, pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, and struck out 1. Old Don MOSSI, 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, walked 2, struck out 8. But then Bruce came in, and Bruce didn't get a single batter out, folks. 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 home runs. And Woodcheck came in and did a decent job. 3 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 2, and gave up the 1 home run. But that game was long over before he came in. You two, hey, how's it going, Beatles? You too, Al. So let's do some fast play here in the American League. We got the Washington Senators traveling to Boston to take on the Red Sox. And Boston wins. The Senators 2 runs on 11 hits and no errors. And Boston 5 runs on 14 hits and an error. We got the Twins traveling to Chicago to take on the White Sox. And the Twins win. 6 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors. The White Sox 4 runs on 7 hits and an error. And we got Baltimore traveling out to Cleveland to take on the Indians. And the Orioles win 4 runs on 13 hits and an error. And man, only 1 run for the Indians on 3 hits. Pappas pitched a great game. And the last game in the American League is the Los Angeles Angels taking on the KC Athletics. See what happens out here in Kansas. And the A's win. The Angels only 1 run on 6 hits and no errors. The Athletics 5 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Let's take a look at the standings now. Yeah, good job, Doug. You forgot right now. Let's take a look at the standings. The Yankees 5 games up on the Tigers now. Tigers have lost 2 in a row. The Yankees have won 7 in a row. The Twins and the Orioles are tied at 7 games back. The White Sox are 9 games back. The Indians and Angels are on losing streaks. Indians are 11.5 games back on a 6-game losing streak. Los Angeles is 12 games back. If you've been following this replay, folks, there was a time that Angels was actually in first place in the American League, and now they're 12 games back and they've lost 9 straight. The Red Sox are 15 games back. The Senators are 17.5 games back, and the A's holding up the division, league rather, 21 games back. Rocky Colavito's hitting 365 on the year. Jim Gentile still hitting 353. Roger, with those home runs today, is taking over the lead in home runs. He's got 24. Jim's got 23. Mick's right behind him with 20. And them scouring with that home run today, he's got 19. Cash with 18. Scouring leading the league in RBIs, folks, 63. Gentile with 58. Cash with 57, Mick with 57, and Rocky Colavito and Dick Brown with 51. Look at that. I mean, that's just crazy. All them Yankees and Tigers, what a hitting machines they are. And the Orioles ain't got a bad lineup either. That's for sure. Let's take a look at the pitching in the American League. Got Milt Pappas with that game today, takes over the ERA league over Jim Bunning with a 1.84, Bunning 1.86. Bunning leading the league with 11 wins. Whitey's following him with 9. Yeah, Tim, they are. And Luis with 14 saves. That's twice as many as Lee for the Twins. Take a look at the MVP voting in the Cy Young. Rocky Colavito's leading with that. Jim Bunning leading in the Cy Young. So right now the Tigers has got the 2 big awards winners right now. You got Norm Cash second, then Scourin and Mick. Whitey's right behind Bunning, and so is Ralph Terry. We might be on here later on this afternoon, folks, or evening. See who the Braves has got here on June 17th. I think they got the Dodgers. Yeah, the Braves take on the Dodgers here on June 17th. See if the Yankees got another game with the Tigers. They do. Yeah, one more game. See if they can sweep the Tigers, or the Tigers can at least get out of there with 1 win. So the Yankees have done at least what they wanted, taking 2 out of 3 in Detroit. I want to thank Doug. All Legends just joined in. Check out his great channel, folks. He's doing the postseason and the All-Star League he's doing. That's awesome. Check out Legends, Doug Hunt, Tim D. Beatles just did a game earlier today. Check his channel out, folks. He's finishing up the Ken Castro Corn League. Hal Red Sox was with us earlier. Check out his channel. He did a chat earlier today. Philip Reynolds was with us. Check out his channel. I think he just did his 500 video. Check that channel out. All right, folks. Until next time, you all have a great afternoon and evening, and you all take care. Like I say, we might be back on. What time is it? Heck, it's only 2:30 here on the East Coast, so we'll probably be back on here today. Until then, you all take care and have a good one.